Welcome to the 11th special Advent episode of the Selah Time to Pause podcast from Plexus Salvation Army, an online church in the UK. As we journey through Advent this year, we're joined by chaplains from our Homelessness Services Unit who work in our lifehouses and hostels around the country. They will help us to explore the four great themes of hope, peace, love and joy. Today, as we will throughout all of this coming week, we're joined by Karen Cardy from Springfield Lodge in London, who's considering our third theme of love.
For when I stop and breathe in your presence, I find that you are the answer. You're all I need, and even when I don't understand, I know I am safe in your hands. Just breathe, just breathe.
Hello, I'm Karen and I'm a Salvation Army chaplain working with homeless young people in a lifehouse and supported accommodation. This week's podcasts are part of our Advent series and are on the theme of love. For many people, the most important thing about celebrating Christmas is spending time together with their families. This is especially important for those who don't live close to their relatives, but live a distance away and don't get to see each other very often. My family's like this, and I know for my mother-in-law it really wouldn't be Christmas if she couldn't spend it with family. This makes Christmas a poignant time for many who are then unable to see their family. Maybe they're estranged, or maybe they just miss loved ones who are no longer here. 2 years ago, during COVID, a few days before Christmas, it was suddenly cancelled, in that we weren't allowed to go anywhere and visit anybody. A lot of people were quite upset by this, not just because it mucked up their meal plans, although I'm sure that was inconvenient, but more because they were desperate to see family and friends, who they hadn't been able to see for weeks or even months. For my family, this year was going to be our first Christmas without my mum, hard by some people at Christmas, by all those who are missing loved ones. Where I work in a lifehouse for young people, many of our young people are separated from their family for a whole host of reasons. Sometimes it's due to breakdown in relationships, where they don't see each other at all, or they see each other but just keep arguing and they don't get on, or because they've been bereaved. Or for some, they are asylum seekers. They've had to leave their family in order to come here. And some of them have lost contact with that family, or they may have contact but they're just too far away and there's no way they can see them. For these people and others like them, the image in the media of happy families at Christmas is really not a helpful one. It either makes them miss what they lost, or it simply doesn't relate to their experience at all and they really don't get it. Advent is about waiting for the coming of God as Jesus. Jesus came not as a fully formed adult human being, floating down out of the sky ready to rescue us, but he came as a baby, born into a human family. Jesus' family wasn't a royal family or a wealthy family, it was just an ordinary working family. They were poor, but they were respectable, until Mary had a suspect pregnancy, of course. Now, we never do know quite how that worked out, but we can guess that there would have been a lot of gossip and shame within the family at least, even if they were able to hush it up among the neighbours. Much is made in pictures of the Holy Family at Christmas, and of course the Christmas story is in part a really extraordinary family one, with much drama and mystery and excitement. But beyond that, because Jesus was brought up in a family unit, he was able to learn about human life and emotions from that perspective, and that included love for family and friends. Our Salvation Army doctrine tells us that Jesus was both fully God and fully human. So as God, his love is immense, infinite even, and far more than we in our human understanding can ever imagine. As a human being, his love is much what we feel, and we know from gospel accounts that Jesus definitely did love his friends. We're told that he wept when one of them died. Maybe we can never feel love quite as Jesus felt it, because we are only human. But we know that his coming to us was motivated by love and by the need to live amongst us to save us from ourselves. The Bible tells us that God is love, and it also tells us that we are made in his image. So when we feel love for each other, it follows that that is part of his image within us. In our Lifehouse, we try to create a community which is a bit like a family, where people receive support, care, companionship, acceptance and encouragement, both from staff and from other young people supporting each other. One of our young people, when he left us a little while ago, said that we were like a family to him. When we do these things for each other, be they family or outside of the family, when we treat each other with love and care as a good family should, we are simply reflecting God's love and His image within us. So, as we look forward to the arrival of the King of Love this Christmas, let us really enjoy and enter into the sharing of His love with each other, so that everyone can feel part of His family.
If you are the sun, then I wanna be the moon. I wanna reflect the light that shines from you. And if this is war, then I'm gonna draw my sword. This time I know what I am fighting for. God, I wanna let you know I want everything you are. I'm waiting for the morning light to show a fire in the dark. Shine your light, I wanna feel you now. God, I need a miracle. Take my heart, make it glow. Shine your light from the inside out. I wanna be more like you. If you are the sun, then I wanna be the moon. Yeah, I wanna be the moon. If love is a choice, then I need you to hear my voice. I'm the one knocking on your door, making all this noise. Whatever it takes, I give it all away. I wanna show my love in 1,000 ways. God, I wanna let you know I love everything you are. I'm waiting for the morning light to show a fire in the dark. Shine your light, I wanna feel you now. God, I need a miracle. Take my heart, make it glow. Shine your light from the inside out. I wanna be more like you. If you are the sun, then I wanna be the moon. I can't live a single day without you. And I don't even want to try. And I won't take another step without your light. I need your light. Shine. I wanna feel you now. God, I need a miracle. So take my heart, make it glow. Shine your light from the inside out. I wanna be more like you. If you are the sun, then I wanna be the moon. Oh, I wanna be more like you. Oh, I wanna be more like you. Oh, I wanna be the moon. If you are the sun, then I wanna be the moon. I wanna reflect the light that shines from you.